Today's sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Huntley.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Huntley to throw.
Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, Huntley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing on second and long. Herbert, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula. And
that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Chris Jones now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. This is caught. It's Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. Runs over him. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They're going to try and throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to... Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Huntley. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Huntley's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 20, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert back to the air. Shakes off the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Throwing on first down. Huntley. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. To throw, Huntley. Flushed out right. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Going up top for Kupp. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as they'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now it's 2nd and 9.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Arizona, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-4. pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They go play action with Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll look to throw now on first down. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A gain of 6 there on first. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch. Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hurts throw taken in here by Fuller.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, Deontay Harris. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they? They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Second and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a play fake here on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
2nd and 5. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Sharks got it left side.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here comes Peppers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that's caught inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Michael Pittman
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He completes it to Ridley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Touchdown, Falcons! Will Fuller, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw here.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Atlanta, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.